Hey, Lauren. It's been a while. How've you been? Still leading that dull life dedicated solely to work? Hey, Rachel. Long time. You hit me up suddenly and it's straight to sarcasm, huh? It wasn't sarcasm. Just stating the facts. Well, I'm still enjoying work and doing well. Are you still unemployed? Hey, don't call me that. I'm busy helping Mom with housework, thank you very much. Helping Mom? I've never seen you do any housework. Stop nitpicking. But hey, I've moved on from that. Oh yeah? I'm getting married. Wow, congratulations. Wanna know who the lucky guy is? Not knowing isn't an option, right? Geez, you're still not cute. Huh. Though deep down, you're probably super curious. Whatever. Who's the lucky guy? He's a director at a big company. Dad set us up. He's 3 years older, excels at work, and might even become a VP soon. And of course, he's earning a lot. Now I can be a proud housewife, living an elegant life forever. To be honest, I was worried about being close to 40 and not finding someone. But not compromising was the best decision. I invested in myself with beauty treatments and cooking classes, and it paid off. You mean having Dad foot the bills, right? I know you've been pampered by Mom and Dad all your life, but I can't believe he even set you up for a marriage. You're way too dependent. Shut up! I'm lucky to have parents who care, unlike you. It's not every day you bump into a high-ranking director at a famous company, you know. Gotta use every advantage I've got. Poor you. Still single at 35? Excuse me? You were single until 37, so you can't talk. But you'll most likely stay single even after 37. So, I won. I'm not competing with you. While I'm living the high life, you will remain single, leading a miserable, poor life forever. I'm working hard and not exactly broke or anything. Let's face it, we know how much a woman can make by working. It's pretty evident that eventually, things might get tight financially. Not really, you know. There are plenty of women out there leading companies and doing well nowadays. Anyway, did you text me just to share your marriage news? Oh yeah, I almost forgot the important part. I want to invite you to my wedding. Wedding? When is it? The first Sunday of June. He's got a big network, so it might be a huge guest list. We're planning to book a big venue. Top-tier catering, a super luxurious wedding dress, and going all out. Well, I guess you'll be forever out of the wedding scene, so I'll let you admire my beautiful dress. Oh, I won't be able to make it on that day. What? Why not? Because I've got my own wedding planned for the same day. I never imagined it would overlap. Are you going to a friend's wedding? You better cancel that. That's not an option for me. I'm too far into the preparations. You're heartless. Choosing a friend over your big sister? You might have many friends, but there's only one sister in the world, you know. No, it's not my friend. It's my wedding. Huh? Your wedding? Don't mess around with jokes like that. I know you're jealous of me, but don't lie. No lie, no joke. I mean, someone like me who's gorgeous might find a partner even at 35. But there's no way that you, whose only passion is work, suddenly find someone now. That's just your assumption. I've been with my soon-to-be husband for years. Well, if you don't believe me, that's fine. The point is that our wedding dates overlap, so I won't be able to make it to yours. I'm sorry. I honestly didn't plan on inviting you, but I felt bad for always leaving you out. And now, you're making up a ridiculous lie to decline it. Seriously ungrateful? Fine, whatever. Having a miserable single woman like you at the wedding would dampen the mood anyway. Even if you change your mind, I won't let you in. Lauren, what's going on? Sorry, Rachel. Couldn't pick up the phone. I'm in the middle of getting ready, so it's chaotic right now. Why are you at my wedding? Huh? You said you weren't coming. That's not what we agreed on. Wait, I'm not at your wedding. Liar! I saw you in the hallway earlier. It was definitely you. What's crazy is that you were wearing a white dress. It's so rude to wear white when you're not the bride. Crashing a wedding without an invite and trying to outshine the bride? What are you thinking? Wait, so you saw me, which means you're having your reception at the same venue. What do you mean? Is your friend having it here too? No, it's mine. Yours? Yeah, like I said before, I'm getting married today too. I'm the bride, so wearing a white dress is obvious. But I never thought we'd end up at the same venue without any planning. It's a weird coincidence, isn't it? I get it now. You're planning to steal my husband, aren't you? Excuse me? Wearing a beautiful dress like a bride? Trying to seduce him, huh? You thief? Geez, that's not it. If you come to my side, you'll see I'm having a wedding reception as well. Oh, so you're still going to lie, huh? I won't forgive anyone trying to ruin my happiness, even if it's my sister. Remember that. Ha! That's karma for you. Your dress is all torn up. Serves you right. Unbelievable. Why did you go to such lengths? It's your fault, isn't it? Trying to steal the show at my wedding. So, I cut your white dress into bits with scissors. Just because you're jealous, you tried to wear something like a wedding dress. You brought it on yourself. Your life is over. What are you talking about? That wasn't just a white dress. It was a wedding dress. Yeah, right. A real wedding dress? Uh-huh. I rented it from a bridal shop. No way. So then, it wasn't your friend's wedding today, but it was yours? Uh-huh. Like I've been saying all along, I'm supposed to have my wedding at the same venue as you. I kept telling you, but you never believed me. But Mom and Dad are at my wedding. You can't have yours today. A wedding without parents is unheard of. I never intended to invite them. What do you mean? They've always been indifferent towards me. Even when I got my first real job, they didn't say a word of congratulations. When I told them about my marriage, it ended with an, okay. I knew they wouldn't come even if I invited them, so I decided to have no family members. Wait! It's not acceptable for the bride's parents not to attend the wedding. Well, it might be unusual, I guess, but my partner and his parents understood my situation. He knows about my family issues from the start. Well, a wedding without family sounds pitiful. I bet there aren't many guests. More like a funeral than a wedding, huh? Not at all. Even though my parents aren't here, lots of my colleagues and friends are. I actually feel blessed. I thought I'd be the first to get married. I'm disappointed you did too on the same day. It was insane, you know. When you suddenly came chasing me with scissors, shredding my dress, do you realize what you've done? You've done something really serious. As if I care. It's your fault. Having a reception at the same venue as mine, it's so confusing. It was just a pure coincidence. I had no idea. But cutting up the dress was mad. I mean, it was a rented dress, you know? Ugh, you're irritating. I didn't think it was a wedding dress. It's not my fault. Either way, your dress is torn up, so I guess your reception will be canceled, huh? Well, I'm off to have my lavish one in a lovely wedding dress with my darling. Enjoy wiping your tears of frustration with those dress scraps. Bye. How long are you going to ignore me? Lauren, answer me. What's up, Rachel? I've been calling you so many times. Why don't you pick up the phone? Sorry, I've been so busy I didn't get a chance to check my phone. Just took a break and saw a bunch of missed calls. So, what's the matter? It's a huge mess. My wedding got canceled because of you. Me? I thought you were having a lavish reception. I couldn't have one. It was suddenly called off. But why? My husband caught me in the act. You mean... Yeah, when I shredded your dress. I thought we were alone, but turns out he saw it. After that, when I returned to the hall, he told me the wedding was canceled. Oh, I see. It was really sudden, so we had to apologize to the guests, return gifts, and even apologize to the venue staff. It was chaos. It's all your fault. No way. That's not on me. You caused the trouble. So, is your husband still with you? No. He got mad and left ahead of me. He said he was going to talk to his parents at home and just left me here. Oh, that's tough. Your reception got canceled too, right? I mean, your dress was all torn up. I went ahead with my plan. How? I explained what happened to the bridal shop, and they let me borrow another dress. It was even more gorgeous than the one I had rented originally. My husband even complimented how beautiful I looked in it. You've got to be kidding me! I was worried about what would happen when you shredded my dress. But with everyone's blessing, it turned out to be an amazing night. This is so not fair! Huh? Here I am going through such a hard time with my canceled wedding, but you got to have yours. On top of that, you get to wear a better dress than the one you originally had. That's so unfair! It's all because of you, Rachel. If they hadn't been able to arrange a new dress, it would have been called off. God damn it! I wish I had chopped your hair off too. What craziness are you talking about? Anyway, I'm off to the after party now, so later. What have you done, Lauren? What now? He asked me for an annulment of marriage. He said he couldn't be married to a psychopath who'd shred her sister's dress. His parents even demanded we split up. Well, that's no surprise. It's all your fault. Not at all. I have to split the cancellation fees for the reception. Plus, your bridal shop's asking me to pay for the dress. Yeah, that's only fair, right? What? Why am I the only one treated like a wrongdoer? What else could you be? I'm the victim here. Because of you, not only did the wedding get canceled, but our marriage itself is done. I can't believe this. Just a little while ago, I was on cloud 9. Now I'm in the dumps. You know, it's a little late for regrets now. You should have known this would happen. I just wanted to teach a lesson to an audacious little sister who was trying to ruin my wedding. Annulment of marriage for shredding a dress seems a bit over the top. That kind of thinking is the problem. If anything, thanks to what you did, your husband realized your true colors. I don't know what to do. I'm being asked to pay nearly $100,000. I don't have a job. I can't afford that kind of money. You'll just cry to Dad, won't you? He and Mom always spoil you. They'll probably front that $100,000, won't they? Turns out, even they have had enough of me. Oh, wow. They said I disgraced the family, despite their efforts in introducing me to a respectable man. They're furious. They even told me not to step foot in their house anymore. Oh my God, they're surprisingly strict. My husband is from one of Dad's business partners. So now, it might cause trouble for the company. If his business suffers any losses, he wants me to take responsibility. Blaming you for the company's loss sounds a bit too much. But that's how mad he is, I guess. Hey, can you lend me some money? Huh? I'll work hard and pay you back. Why should I lend you money? I can't rely on Mom and Dad anymore. And ever since the wedding got canceled, relatives and friends have been cold to me. You're my only hope. No way, I can't. Why not? We're family, right? You say that now. You've always excluded me with Mom and Dad since we were kids. Only when you're in trouble do you turn to me. I apologize for the past. Let's patch things up from now on, okay? Anyway, I plan to claim compensation from you too. What the heck? Of course. I'm not the one to lend you money. I'm going to receive money from you. Wait, why do I have to pay you compensation? Because you chased me with scissors in your hand and shredded my dress, remember? But you weren't injured. It's absurd to demand compensation when there isn't even a scratch. Even so, attacking me and slashing at the dress is a serious offense. I could press charges, but since we're family, I'm trying to settle out of court without involving the authority. What do you think? Do you want to get the police involved? Oh no, please, not the police. But demanding money when I'm already struggling? That's too harsh, don't you think? You have a job, so you're financially comfortable, right? It makes no difference whatever situation you're in. I'm quitting my job, by the way. Oh, really? I plan to be a housewife from now on. A housewife? Why? You've always been so dedicated to your job. My husband is a CEO. Oh my God! He's the CEO of the company I work for. I thought it might be awkward for colleagues to still have me working there. Also, I've been focused on work all this time. I thought it would be nice to change. I'm planning to take good care of my busy husband as a wife. You're the wife of the CEO and a housewife? This is unacceptable. You're getting everything I want. You must have gotten married just to harass me. Absolutely not. Well, it might be tough for you from now on, but best of luck. I have to prepare for my honeymoon now. Bye. Wait! Help me, Lauren! Please, pick up the phone! After being kicked out of the house, Rachel started a live-in job. She had to take out loans to pay for the cancellation fees, the dress, and the compensation she owed me. Most of her paycheck is going toward repaying these debts. She lacks experience in the workforce, so she's worn out, getting scolded by her boss every day. Though she wants to quickly find someone, get married, and become a housewife, working from morning till night leaves no room for dating or finding a partner. It seems likely that she'll remain single for the rest of her life. Our parents are lamenting her failed marriage. They constantly fight, blaming each other for her becoming a fruitcake. It's the result of them spoiling her all this time. They're reaping what they sowed. On the other hand, after becoming a housewife, I'm leading a happy newlywed life in the home that was newly built at the same time as my marriage. Recently, I found out I'm expecting a baby. My husband and I are eagerly awaiting the arrival of our newest family member, nurturing our love amidst tranquil surroundings.
Hey, Carol, do you know when we're having our wedding?
Amelia, it's been a while. Heard it from Mom, but what about it?
Oh, good. You must be jealous, huh? Hawaii, baby, Hawaii. And it's at this 5-star resort that all the VIPs in the world approve of.
Good for you.
Remember when you were all smug and bragging to me? God, that was annoying. You thought you were better than me just because you got married ahead of me. You know, I noticed.
You've been saying that to me forever, but you're totally off base. I've never once thought like that, you know.
I can tell you wear your emotions on your sleeve. It's not like you're working some amazing job or anything. Yet, throwing a fancy wedding at some fancy hotel, acting like you're hot stuff. Know your place, seriously.
Where we have our wedding is our business, right? Have I ever given you any trouble? Stop nagging me about something that's already done and over with.
Don't you get smart with me. With your plain face and your penny-pinching vibe, a mid-range hotel suits you better. But no, you had to go and act all fancy. Don't you realize how tacky that was?
Geez, we just had a reception at the hotel with our good memories. I don't know why we have to be called tacky for that.
But hey, this is your last chance to flaunt it, you know. I'm gonna have an even better wedding. Just wait and see. You'll never be able to afford to stay at such a fabulous hotel. I'll graciously let you come, so be thankful, okay?
Well, if you put it that way, you don't have to invite me.
What? You can't just skip out on your sister's wedding. That's absurd. Fine, I get it. I know you're frustrated that we're having a better one than you, right?
That's not it.
Anyway, not showing up is absolutely not an option. Got it? You do know my fiancé is a manager at a major corporation, right? So yeah, we can afford to have a wedding in a Hawaiian resort hotel. Compared to him, your husband's company, I've never even heard of it. He's some kind of business owner, but it's probably a tiny little one, right? You probably make more money than him. You settle for less when you rush into marriage. That's why you end up with a low-income guy. I plan to be a full-time homemaker once I'm married. You're still busting your butt working. It's kind of sad, really.
I work because I enjoy it. It's my choice. It's not like we're struggling for money or anything.
Oh, there it is. Your need to show off goes a bit too far sometimes, you know.
Listen, it's one thing to make fun of me, but lay off Peter, okay? He's way too good for me.
Oh, really? Okay, I'll let that slide then. To me, he's just an average guy. But since your standards are low, I guess he seems wonderful to you. You're kind of lucky in a way. It cracks me up. You two are just perfect for each other, aren't you? Like attracts like, huh? Talking to you guys makes me feel like I'm catching your poor vibe.
Poor vibe? Well, I'm not just idling around here, you know. If you just want to make fun of me, can we wrap this up?
What, you busy or something? You're not fooling anyone.
Hey, didn't you recently have a civil ceremony in front of your friends? Since you're newlyweds, why don't you spend your time enjoying each other instead of harassing your little sister? Aren't you supposed to be busy with wedding prep?
Don't tell me what to do. I know that without you reminding me, okay? We're all lovey-dovey. I took time out of my busy schedule to share the excitement of having our wedding at this 5-star resort in Hawaii. You should be grateful, all right?
Thanks.
Fine. Look forward to the wedding. Hey, I just want to make sure where you are right now.
Oh, perfect timing. I was just about to contact you. I arrived at Oahu Airport, but for some reason they wouldn't let me on the shuttle. What's going on? We can't afford for everyone to be late, so I told them to go ahead. I'm still stuck here.
Operation success. Hilarious. So, were you actually looking forward to the wedding?
Huh?
From the start, it was a plan to ditch you. There's no seat reserved for you at the reception, by the way. You aren't invited to my wedding.
What? You told me to come. What's happening?
Are you still not getting it? I hate you. I'll never forgive you for getting married before me and making fun of me.
Jeez, I told you I never did such a thing.
I told the staff at the venue that someone who wasn't invited to the wedding was trying to crash it. I asked them not to let you on the shuttle. I gave them your name.
Why would you do that? If you didn't want me here, then you shouldn't have invited me in the first place.
That wouldn't be fun, right? Coming all the way here and getting rejected. How sad. You setting foot in a 5-star hotel in Hawaii is 100 years too soon. How does it feel to be left alone at the airport?
I'm actually thrilled.
What?
I said, I'm thrilled. You've been looking down on me forever, making snide remarks. So I really didn't want to come here anyway.
Your tendency to show off will never change, huh? I even thought about letting you in if you begged and cried. But with that attitude, no chance. Plus, I don't even consider you family. Just go back home already.
Got it. But seriously, Amelia, are you sure about this? You might regret it later, you know.
Why would I regret it? Are you stupid?
I'm giving you a heads up. Even if you come later to apologize, I won't help you, okay?
Oh, you're really stupid, aren't you? Why do I have to apologize to you?
You're gonna regret it, mark my words.
Yeah, sure, sore loser. I'm busy with makeup and stuff right now, so I don't have time for you. Just cry alone at home, okay? Later. Carol, where are you now? I've been calling you over and over. Hurry up and answer.
Obviously, I'm at the airport. I managed to snag a return ticket since there happened to be an opening. So I'm just chilling in the lounge until boarding time. What's the matter?
Asking me what the matter is? Come back right now.
You know, I haven't even been over there once, so...
Quit with quibble. If you don't come over here, the wedding's gonna be canceled. I had no idea Peter, of all people, had taken care of our entire wedding. He told me, since Carol isn't attending the wedding, I feel it's strange for me to be here alone, so I'll also be absent. In fact, please treat it as if there were no wedding at all. Then the venue staff started freaking out and declared the wedding is canceled. What the heck is going on?
Since you've been ridiculing him, you must not know. But his business specializes in tourism. It might not be super famous, but it's really popular through word of mouth, especially in Hawaii. He has connections with a big company specializing in bridal services here. And the CEO of that company pulled some strings for us, managing to secure a venue at that super popular 5-star resort that's booked up over 2 years in advance.
No way! I thought his CEO title was just for show, like he ran some lame tiny company or something.
I'm not trying to brag or anything, but since it seems like you're misunderstanding, I'll fill you in. Peter earns more than your so-called amazing husband.
Are you kidding?
Nope. His annual income exceeds $300,000.
What? Over $300,000? That's more than 3 times what Matthew makes. I had no idea he was such an elite. He got upset and stormed off, saying leaving Carol behind at the airport is unacceptable. Where could he have gone? I apologize, just please don't cancel the wedding. Tell him for me.
He's coming here.
The airport?
We're going back together.
Going back? Don't say that.
I've already booked the tickets for us. It's all your fault, you know. Think about it. It's weird for him to attend the wedding alone when I can't even be there. Don't you think?
Then both of you should come. Come back right now.
You said there's no seat reserved for me, right? You don't even consider me family, do you? I have no intention of attending the wedding of someone who doesn't even think of me as family or trying to help.
But it's ultimately your fault.
How?
If you had just told me from the beginning that he was arranging the wedding, I wouldn't have left you at the airport like that.
Matthew was the one who told us to keep quiet about it.
For what?
He knows how proud you are. Seems like he thought your pride wouldn't allow it if you found out he arranged everything. He knows you pretty well, huh? I mean, I can't imagine you who can't stand me relying on me for anything.
Well,
you're all worried about the wedding. But it seems like he's pretty upset too. You okay?
Oh, come to think of it, I was wondering where he went.
The hotel you chose is really popular, and Peter actually turned it down at first. But Matthew was adamant and begged him. His enthusiasm got the better of him, and he worked really hard to make it happen. Maybe he's upset with you for trampling over that effort.
Oh no. What should I do? Everyone's freaking out right now. Relatives came all the way here, but now they're raging because the wedding's canceled. Help me out here, Carol.
You reap what you sow, right? Handle it yourself. After treating me like trash and leaving me at the airport, now you want to rely on me? Isn't that asking too much?
I'm really sorry. Even if you can't you send Peter back here?
No can do. He just got here. The flight time's getting closer, so we're just enjoying a meal at the airport restaurant. Don't bother us anymore.
Oh, come on! Please, I was really looking forward to the wedding. If this doesn't get sorted now, not only will the wedding be canceled, but I might get dumped.
Well, it's not like there's much we can do, right? It's all your fault.
I apologize. I'm really sorry.
Don't think an apology will cut it. Since I'm not considered family, I'll just quietly head back home. See ya.
Oh no. Hey, if the wedding gets canceled because of this, you're not getting off scot-free. Got it?
Hi, Carol. Have you arrived home yet?
Hey, Matthew. We landed about an hour ago. We're on the way home now.
I'm really sorry about what happened, especially after all the trouble I put you guys through.
It's Amelia's fault, so don't worry about it. So, did the wedding get cancelled?
Yeah, the local in charge got really mad after Peter left. Of course, he did nothing wrong. It's all on her. Leaving you at the airport was definitely out of line. If I were him, I'd probably do the same thing.
I heard you stormed out too. Are you considering a divorce?
I was so furious, I had to step out for a bit. But then my relatives were upset, so I had to go back and apologize big time to smooth things over. I'm still a bit torn, but honestly, divorce seems like the only option.
Yeah, I totally understand.
Well, I'm thinking of taking some time away from her to really think things through. I'm reaching out to you because I'm worried about you and Peter.
Why?
Since the wedding got cancelled, she's been muttering to herself like, "That witch, I'll never forgive her. I'm gonna destroy her and make her pay." She's been repeating it. Even if I try to stop her, she doesn't seem to hear me. It's really unsettling. Given her personality, I can't guarantee she won't cause harm to you. Please, be careful.
Jeez, that's crazy. Thanks for reaching out. I'll talk to Peter about this.
Please do, and take care.
Amelia, it's a crime to sneak into someone's house, you know. And you've trashed the place. My wallet's missing cash, and you've swiped my favorite accessories. Why would you do something like this?
What are you talking about?
Don't play dumb. I know you trespassed into my house.
What? You have no proof, so don't make baseless accusations. I'll sue you for defamation.
There's evidence.
Yeah, right.
Matthew reached out to me.
He did? For what?
You've been saying you'd never forgive me and would destroy me, right? So I discussed it with Peter about what to do. Since you might show up at our place, we installed security cameras. When I got home earlier, the place was ransacked. I freaked out, you know. When I checked the security footage, it clearly showed you. So I filed a police report.
What? The police? That's going too far. We're sisters, for crying out loud.
What you did was breaking and entering, not to mention theft, you know. You'll face the consequences. How did you even get in?
Well?
If you don't tell me, the charges will only get worse. Is that what you want?
I don't want that. Fine, I'll tell you the truth. Mom had your spare key, so I made a copy and used it to get in.
Holy, made a copy? What were you thinking?
I just wanted to mess with you a bit. I didn't plan to steal anything serious. But when I got inside and saw how nice your house was, I got mad, thinking I may be faced with divorce, and here she is.
God, you're getting divorced because of your own actions, not because of us. And it's not that you may be divorced, but you are being divorced.
Why? How do you know?
I reported this to not just the police, but also Matthew.
Why would you do that?
He was worried about us, so I had to let him know. He said he's had enough and is filing for divorce.
Oh no! Finally, I thought my future was secured. I even quit my job.
After that, Mom and Dad told me they're breaking ties with you too.
No way! How did it get to this?
Why wouldn't they? They both went through hell apologizing to everyone at the wedding. When I saw them the other day, they looked so worn out. And when Mom found out you stole the key I gave her and broke in, she fainted from shock. You brought this on yourself.
I never meant for things to go this far. I'm sorry. I'll return the stolen money and accessories. Please, can you let this slide?
Of course not. Saying sorry won't make the cops go away.
Come on, we're sisters. It doesn't have to go this far.
You said you don't see me as family, remember? And now you want to play the sister card when it suits you? Take responsibility for your own words. And what you did, even if we were family, it's not something that should be forgiven. You better realize that.
I was jealous of you. I got carried away with envy. I'm really sorry.
Were you even listening to me? If you think you can just apologize and be forgiven, you're dead wrong. The police will probably be paying you a visit soon. Make sure you reflect on your actions behind bars.
Oh no.
Well then, take care. Goodbye. Amelia was arrested afterwards. At the police station, she kept crying and begging, saying,
I messed up. I'm so sorry. Please, Carol, forgive me.
Whether it was genuine or just an act, I couldn't tell. Even if she is remorseful, it's too late now. Just married, yet facing divorce from Matthew and abandoned by her family. She needs to accept her mistakes, reflect, and strive for a better life. I'll silently watch over her from afar.
I don't want to see you anymore, so until you leave, I'm going back to my own parents' house. I don't want to breathe the same air as someone who would tell me to abort my baby. Be out by the end of the week. I don't want to leave. I don't have any money. I can't live. I'll talk to my father when he gets home. I'm not leaving. I'm sure my dad will stand by me. I'm his daughter. He surely loves me more than a useless outsider like you. I don't think that's possible. What you said earlier about wanting me aboard the baby. I told both Sour and my father-in-law. They were very upset. They'll probably kick you out today. They'd rather have an outsider than an insane woman. You won't be able to move in until the weekend. If they kick you out, I guess you can sleep on the bench until then. Good luck with that. A full-fledged one-person life from now on.
if you do that, I think it would end your position at the company.
What do you mean?
You were investigating me, but didn't you look into him? He's the next president of the parent company of your company.
Huh? My company's parent company, and he's the next president?
I used to work for the same company as you, remember? I didn't want to work for the same company as you again after my divorce. So I took a chance and went to the parent company for an interview. And I got in.
Oh, for real?
For real. And while I was working, I met a guy who is now my husband. 2 years ago, I got remarried. Now I have a baby in my belly, and I'm the happiest I've ever been. So, will you stop bothering me?
Oh, well, I didn't know that. And, I just wanted to start over with you. That's all.
Really? You're going to declare war on my husband? Well, if you want to do that, be my guest. You're the one who's going to get crushed, though. As soon as I texted this, Isaac stopped replying to me completely. I spoke with a coworker who works for the same company as Isaac, and she informed me that Isaac has recently been working harder and more seriously. On the other hand, I had a baby 6 months later. I am having the most wonderful time of my life.
Mary, are you okay? I just got a call from someone at your work. I heard you collapsed at work and were rushed to the emergency room.
Henry, I'm sorry for worrying you. I have calmed down. I have settled down now. I'm going to be in the hospital for a few days from today, but...
What? I'll check with the company to see if I can return home right away.
Wait, that's not necessary. It's no big deal. Don't worry about me.
Of course I'd worry if I heard my wife had fallen ill. If I wasn't on overseas assignment, I'd rush to the hospital right away. Did you find out why you collapsed?
I am malnourished.
What?
I didn't have any money. Lately, I have only been eating 1 meal a day. I was only eating school lunches because I work at a daycare. But when I don't have work, I don't have anything to eat.
What are you saying? You have to eat right. You don't have to save money in the first place.
My salary of $1,000 per month was not enough to live on.
What? Your salary alone?
Since you've been deployed overseas, I only have my salary, right? That's why I'm having a hard time making ends meet.
What?
I can't live without you sending me money, and I'm at my limit. And I borrowed $70,000.
What are you talking about? You get $3,500 every month from me, right?
What? I don't get it.
No, I send you money every month. I mean, we talked about the money I'd send you. I told you about it before I left the US, didn't I?
I was receiving it for the first few months, but the transfer stopped halfway through.
Huh? I'm pretty sure I've been sending you money every month.
Oh, is that right?
Maybe you haven't checked our account book properly?
I don't have the cash card with me.
What?
I gave it to Lisa.
Come on, it's not something you'd give to her daughter.
Lisa quit her job and said she was in need of money, so I decided to leave the cash card with her until she finds another job. My salary is deposited into another account. I just thought it would be a good idea for a little while.
What if she misuses it?
Lisa is not the kind of girl who would do something like that.
But...
Lisa was harassed at work. That's why she quit her job and came back.
I know that. But ever since she was a child, she was so selfish and hard to deal with. In my view, I thought that she would finally be independent when she got the job. But to see her quit her job after only a year and come back to her parents' house is disappointing.
Don't blame her. She's still suffering from the emotional scars.
But she can at least get a part-time job, right? Staying at home, living off her parents? What's she thinking?
She doesn't stay in all day. She goes out with her friends sometimes.
What? If she has the energy to go out, she can work.
But when she tries to find a job, it reminds her of her trauma at her last job. If going out helps her recover, I'm willing to give her a gentle nudge if that's what it takes.
But it's not really a kindness to listen to whatever she says. You have to be a better parent.
Even if you say that,
Lisa is the product of years of fertility treatment. I understand why you want to take good care of her. But if things continue as they are, Lisa will become a complete failure.
I wonder.
If I were in the US, I could lecture her on a regular basis. Well, things are getting tricky.
I can't work while I'm in the hospital, and I don't know what my salary will be next month.
Lisa has the bank book. I'm sure she's using the money I've sent too.
When I asked Lisa about it, she said she never got any money. I believed her.
I did indeed transfer the money. So what do you mean you borrowed 7 million yen?
I'm sorry. I'm having a hard time making ends meet.
Then what about the savings in my account? I told you that you could use it if you needed anything, and I gave you my bank book and the card, didn't I?
I spent it on living expenses, so it's almost gone.
Why didn't you consult me sooner?
You're busy working abroad. I didn't want to cause you unnecessary worry.
Let's put the debt aside for now. We need to talk to Lisa first.
Please, don't talk to her in a harsh way. She's just starting to get better.
Lisa is already 23 years old. It's not good for her to be pampered like this.
But...
Don't worry. I'll watch my language. I promise I won't be overly aggressive.
Okay, I'll leave it to you.
Anyway, you get some rest now.
Thank you.
Lisa, I need to talk to you.
Oh, Dad, you're just in time. I heard Mom had collapsed at work earlier.
If you knew, why didn't you call me? The guy from Mom's office went out of his way to call me overseas.
Because I'm pissed off.
Huh?
She is a mother and she's in the hospital and she doesn't even do her house chores. I wonder what she's thinking.
Aren't you worried about your mother? She collapsed from malnutrition, you know.
You're right. I'm worried about her. She can't feed me when she's in the hospital. I might collapse too, you know.
Stop worrying about yourself and take care of her. You're an adult. You can at least cook for yourself.
Oh well, I had extra income yesterday. I think I'll go out for dinner with friends tonight.
You mean the extra money that I transferred yesterday, right? You must have spent it after all.
Oh, did you find out?
Why did you take her bank book?
Don't make it sound like I'm a thief. Right after I came home, you got assigned to work overseas, right? And I happened to hear that you were talking about how you were going to make ends meet. I found out about the bank book that you'd send money to.
In other words, you knew about the money and took it from your mother. You took the bank book from your mother and kept it for yourself?
I didn't take it from her. When I told her that I was in trouble because my bank book only had a penny, she gave me the bank book.
Now give it back to your mother. The money I kept transferring wasn't for you.
No, I can't live on the allowance she gives me.
Wait, you get an allowance from Mom?
I get $600 every month.
Since when?
Ever since I came home. At first it was $300, but recently that isn't enough. so she increased the amount.
No wonder she's down.
I was deeply scarred at my last job. If you're a parent, you should be a little more forgiving.
It's been a year. I'm sure you've had enough rest.
Wow, how antiquated. This is the 21st century. Do you get it?
You can't be 23 years old and still not work and stay at home. That's unforgivable in any era.
That's terrible. Even though I have a mental illness?
What? Did you go to the hospital for a diagnosis?
No, I didn't. I found a website where you can check your mental illness. So I tried it out. And it turns out I have depression.
Why would I believe such a story?
She believed it.
Oh, I'll have to explain to your mother that you're faking it.
It's not a fake illness.
Anyway, you get out of my house. Don't give your parents any more trouble.
Are you kidding me? You're kicking out your precious daughter?
I'm serious. Don't depend on your mom forever. Be independent.
But she wants to live with me.
That's just what you think.
No, she can't leave me.
Why?
Once before, I asked her to increase my allowance to $1,000. She said she couldn't do it because it would make life too hard. I got so pissed off, I pretended to jump out of the upstairs window. Then she got upset. She pleaded with me saying, I can't increase your allowance, but I will continue to take care of you. She begged me not to do anything stupid.
Did you actually do that?
Yup, I won. She is at my beck and call.
You're the worst.
She was always so soft on me in the first place. She'd buy me anything I begged for.
What?
Even when I was in school, when I complained to her that my allowance was too small, she gave me extra money right away.
I always told her not to spoil you like that. I've been telling her for a long time. I can't believe she was doing that behind my back.
It's your fault. You were hardly ever home just because you were busy with work. If you want to hate her, hate yourself.
I'm getting a headache.
And you're already over 60 and you're working so hard for me. Parents who can't let go of their children are so convenient.
You mean she was forcing herself? I'm sure she said she was continuing to work as a child care worker because she loves children.
That's a lie. She was really just working to give me an allowance. She used to send me money after I got a job.
I should have talked to your mom more about raising kids. It's all my fault.
It's too late for regrets.
Anyway, I want you to know, I'll do whatever it takes to get you out of the house. Of course, I'll talk to your mother.
What about the debt?
Mom told me about it. Is it $70,000, right? You're the one who made it difficult for us to make ends meet and got us into debt. I'll have you pay the debt from now on.
No, the debt was in your name and I borrowed it. So you're the only one who has to repay it.
What?
I borrowed it in your name out of necessity.
You borrowed the money and you used my name without permission?
I don't have a job, so I can't get approved.
What have you done? Using your parents' name without permission?
You guys raised me in the first place, didn't you?
We didn't raise you very well.
Then take responsibility and support me for the rest of my life. And of course, pay off my debt.
I'll be moving back there soon. I'll be back soon and we'll have a talk with your mother.
I don't think it's worth it, but you can do whatever you want. Bye. Dad, I have a favor to ask you. Can you lend me some money to live on?
Yes?
Because you stopped sending money. And I don't even get an allowance because Mom's not here.
I'm so dumbfounded. You're still talking like that?
She is in the hospital, so it's only natural that I depend on you.
I don't have any money to give you.
What a cheapskate. You were transferring $3,500 every month.
That's what I gave your mother.
You can't say that. If anything happens to me, she will cry. She's in the hospital and she's weak. If she hears I'm dead, what would happen to her? Maybe she'll go crazy and die too.
She is already out of the hospital.
What are you talking about? She isn't home yet. She's supposed to be at the hospital.
She's right next to me.
What?
I can't believe you exploited her until she became this skinny. I wish I'd known sooner.
What do you mean? I don't understand.
She must have been at her limit. She left the US right after she got out of the hospital. She came to me.
Wait a minute. What about the money? I have the bank card too, so there's no way she can go overseas.
I gave her some money as living expense.
How?
I had her open a new account and transferred about $20,000.
Huh?
When she fell ill, I really wanted to go back home right away, but I couldn't go home right away because of my work. I gave her some money so that she could have a decent life.
It's not fair that she got $20,000. Give me some of that too.
Of course I'm not giving it to you.
She's a terrible mother. How can you be a parent and leave your child?
Spending your parents' money as you please. I don't want you as my child, who spends her parents' money and then borrows money in her father's name without asking permission.
Shut up!
At first, your mother said she was the one who borrowed money because she was having a hard time making ends meet. You know why?
When I told her about the debt, she said she'd take care of it, so you were going to pay it off for her, right?
But she changed her mind.
Why? She was so protective of me.
You haven't visited your mother since she was in the hospital, right?
I haven't.
So she realized you were just a money-grubbing bitch to her. Well, it's a little late for that, but I'm glad she woke up.
The only reason I didn't visit her is because I was a little busy. It's strange that she shuns me just because of that.
Busy? You got nothing but time on your hands.
And I was worried about her.
I don't think you're worried about her because you don't even know when she's getting out of the hospital.
But a parent shouldn't abandon their daughter just because of that.
The one who's been squeezing money out of their parents all this time is questionable in my opinion.
Then what should I do about the debt?
The debt is yours to pay.
You are the owner of the account. There's nothing you can say now.
I called the finance company. I've already explained to them that my name was used without permission.
So what? The name in the account will never change.
I've consulted a lawyer. If a handwriting analysis proves that it's a fabrication, he said it's possible to deny repayment.
You're lying.
Mom hasn't repaid a penny of the debt yet. I'm going to make you pay back all $70 plus interest. You need to work hard and pay off your debts.
I'm deeply traumatized because of the harassment. I can't work.
Do you call it a harassment because they got mad at you for being AWOL?
How do you know that?
You had a classmate from college at that company, didn't you?
Don't tell me you went to the trouble of checking with my classmate.
I didn't think I could trust your story alone. I had to call her.
Don't do anything you don't have to.
You've been absent from work without notice because you were tired or something.
I don't remember.
Don't play dumb. When your boss warned you about it, you got angry and slapped a resignation letter on him. This is the real reason why you resigned, isn't it?
I do feel bad that I didn't call in to work, but I thought it was too antiquated to lecture me that way.
It's natural to be hard on someone who skipped work. It's not antiquated or anything.
Anyway, I'll call Mom now.
That won't help.
I don't know about that. If she hears her daughter's voice, she'll help me out right away.
You can't get in touch with your mother.
Huh? Why not?
Because Mom switched phones.
What phone number?
She got a new phone number, new WhatsApp account, new everything.
You're kidding.
So that she can't change her mind. She said she made up her mind to cut off all contact from you. Mom said that.
Hey, is she there right now?
Yes, but...
Then tell her. Are you willing to call off my marriage over something as silly as this? I mean...
Oh, you're getting married to someone, aren't you?
That's right. It's not funny that my marriage is going to be canceled because of my parents. Tell her to get off her ass and help me.
$70,000 in debt and $3,500 in living expenses. And with the $600 allowance your mother gave you to pay him off, didn't you? Your mother told me everything.
That's right. He runs a company. He was having financial difficulties from time to time. I was helping him out.
Isn't that strange?
Sales have been down recently due to the recession, but he's working really hard.
But I don't understand why you're giving him money.
I'm his future wife. I'm supposed to support him. Besides, I want to have a wedding. He's the president of a company, so it has to be a respectable wedding.
And you're borrowing money in your father's name?
Isn't it normal for parents to pay for the wedding?
Well, I guess there are families like that.
So, if you see the debt as a wedding money for the daughter, it's not strange for the father to repay the debt.
Is that man really the president of the company?
What are you talking about? I got his business card.
You can fake any number of business cards. Maybe you're being scammed.
Of course not.
When was the last time you saw him?
Well, he said he's been busy with work lately, so I haven't seen him at all. I've tried calling him, but he hasn't picked up. My messages might be unread.
If he stops contacting you, you're about to find out. There's a good chance he ran away.
You're lying.
I am amazed how dumb you are, and you are my daughter. Didn't you notice something was wrong when he asked for money?
I was surprised at first. He's very kind to me, and he's handsome. He didn't seem like a con man to me.
You must hate yourself for not having a good eye for men.
Hey, I'm a victim too. You will help me pay off my debt, right?
No way. You'll work and pay it all back.
I can't. I don't have a job right now.
Then why don't you start looking for a job now? If you work every day without a break, you'll be able to pay off your debt.
If I work that hard, I won't have time to hang out.
I don't care. You'll also have to pay back all the money you spent on living expenses.
Wait a minute. You aren't in financial trouble. You don't have to make me pay the full amount.
What are you talking about? It's a debt you owe, so you're responsible for paying it back in full.
Of course not.
By the way, I'm planning to sell the house, so get the hell out of there and find an apartment.
What? That's too fast a turn of events.
You're not going to be sorry unless I go this far, are you?
That's terrible. You're abandoning your own daughter?
In order to make you independent, I'm going to have to push you away.
Help me. I'll be a good girl from now on.
What's a 23-year-old good girl saying? If you want to be a good girl, work hard and atone for your sins.
Oh no.
My daughter Lisa has been disowned by me and my wife. She has started to work part-time as a live-in worker to make a living. As for the swindler who cheated Lisa, we consulted the police. As a result of the investigation, the culprit was identified. The culprit was arrested without incident, but the money was not returned. Lisa is now desperately paying back her debts with the salary she earns from her part-time job. Lisa is now living on the edge. At first, my wife was worried about our daughter. However, she seems to have been able to detach herself from her daughter by keeping a physical distance from her. Recently, she has taken up dancing as a hobby. I am relieved. It is my responsibility as a parent that my daughter has become like this. I will continue to watch over her from afar and hope that she will grow up to be a decent adult. I would like to live a peaceful life with my wife. Susan, you got a minute?
What's up?
Where are you? It's not a good idea to slack off at work.
You make me look bad saying I'm slacking off. I just came to the cafe to take a break.
That's what we call slacking off. You were playing with your phone during the meeting the other day.
I couldn't help it. The meeting was boring. To be honest, meetings are a waste of time. People who want to talk should just get together and talk, and tell us what they've decided afterwards.
But it's not good to have that kind of attitude at work.
Why not? This company is run by my dad. I'm the president's daughter, remember?
And it's a company that your mother founded. Even if you're the president's daughter, you're still one of the employees. The other employees are watching you too. You should take your job more seriously.
Shut up! What I do is none of anyone else's business. I mean, can you please stop lecturing me like you're some big shot? You're just a regular employee.
I want you to take your job more seriously. I'm nagging you for your sake.
For me? Give me a break.
If you don't take your work seriously, you'll place a burden on others.
They can afford to have one slacker.
That's wage theft.
You're so fucking boring.
I think I'm just normal. Anyway, go back to work.
Oh no, you really are a boring guy. I thought you were more open-minded when we got married.
Our private life and work are separate, right?
All right. I'll go back after I finish my coffee. Bob, are you still working so fucking seriously?
Susan, I don't see you in the office. You're slacking off at work again, aren't you? What are you doing?
It's none of your business. You're a stranger.
Stranger?
We should get a divorce.
What?
We've paid off the company's huge debt, and the company's on the right track, so you're no longer needed.
How does that lead to divorce?
I don't want you to do anything with the company anymore. You keep lecturing me about not slacking off at work. I'm fed up with you.
You're an employee too, so you're supposed to do your job.
My dad pays me no matter what.
Because you are like that? As soon as your mother got sick and your father took over, we were on the verge of bankruptcy, weren't we?
Shut up! I'm only expected to smile and look pretty here.
It's a family business. I don't think so.
You fell in love with me at first sight at a party and approached me.
That was a long time ago. You were nice to me at first too. You changed when my brother took over my dad's company.
Back then, my mom was the president of our company, and she was always nagging me to work. So I just wanted to marry you and become the president's wife and leave our company.
That's what I thought.
I thought I would be a housewife and live a life of freedom. I can't believe you didn't take over.
My dad's company is in IT industry, and it's not for me. I told you I worked in a restaurant because I like working with people.
You quit that too.
That's because your father asked me to help him with his company.
But you said yes right away. You couldn't do the job at your old place anyway, so you were looking for an excuse to quit, weren't you?
I just wanted to protect the company that my mother-in-law, whom I respect and admire, started. I lost my mother when I was very young. Your mother told me to think of her as my real mother. I really appreciate that.
Okay, I'm tired of hearing that story. But a cleaning company is so lame. I wish they had a cooler company.
You choose a job based on whether it's cool or not? I really don't understand your values.
You don't have to understand. As long as I can have fun and make money.
Your perspective is totally wrong.
I definitely don't want to work hard. I'm the president's daughter after all, you know. Blue-collar workers just should do the job.
The hourly wage for those workers has been the lowest since your father took over. That's why all the good workers left.
How can they ask for a higher salary when all they do is cleaning? They should know themselves.
Because all the experienced workers left. New workers teamed up, and they ended up breaking the machines they were dispatched to.
That was really annoying. They made a big deal out of the fact that the old machines was bound to break down sooner or later. And they wanted $100,000 for compensation. Don't you think that's terrible? We couldn't pay it, so we had to go into debt.
Of course we should pay for what we broke. I've been working hard to get the company back on its feet.
You're right. We've been getting contracts with new temp agencies. I'll give you credit for that.
You sound like you are my boss.
I also don't like the fact that you set up training for new staff. Can you please stop wasting our expenses on those kinds of useless things?
If you don't train your staff, you'll make another mistake.
Cleaning is all about sweeping and wiping. You don't need training for that. And you're asking for a raise for them even though anyone can do the job, aren't you?
Watch what you say. Cleaning is one of the finest professions, and they should be paid fairly. We've been getting more contracts lately, and our profits have been going up a little bit, right? I want to give that back to the staff.
They should be thankful that they are getting at least minimum wage. We should spend what we want. Raising wages is a joke.
You really think that's a good idea? You can't run a company without treating their employees fairly, you know?
Okay, I've had enough of your lecturing.
I'm just thinking about the company. Why don't you think about it too?
There's nothing to think about. As long as I can make a comfortable living, that's all that matters.
That's what's ruining the company. Your father is the same. He tries to make us work overtime for free and reduce our pay. If you and your father keep doing what you've been doing, they will leave again.
Aren't you mistaken? The reason we're making a profit isn't because we're getting more contracts. It's because Dad cut back on labor costs.
That can't be true.
Labor costs are the biggest waste of expense. Since you're the son of a business owner, and I figured you'd have all kinds of knowledge, I'm disappointed.
At least I think about the company more than you do.
Well, I'm just thankful that you got a big contract for the regular cleaning of the office building. We're in good hands now, thanks to your hard work.
Wait a minute.
You're not going to tell me you don't want a divorce, are you?
Not at all. Your mother is getting out of the hospital in a week, right? I want to hand over that contract to your mother.
Why not Dad?
She's the only one I can trust. If you don't do that, I can't leave the company even if we get divorced.
Okay, but I can't wait more than a week.
And let me check one last thing.
You're persistent. What?
It's true that the company's doing well, but I don't think we make enough to pay back the debt of $100,000. Did you really pay it off?
Yes, it's paid off. You're just ignorant. You don't have to come home. You can stay at a hotel starting today. See ya.
Wait, Susan. $100,000 is a lot of money. How did you get it?
I don't know. Dad got it somehow.
Somehow.
Well then, we're strangers now. Don't call me about anything that doesn't matter. You're fired today, and I've filed for divorce.
Wait a minute. Susan. Susan. I need to talk to you. Answer the phone.
What? You're so annoying. Stop it. I'm out for something important right now. Can we talk later?
Just listen. I'm home to get my stuff, and I looked in the joint savings account. It's all gone.
Oh, you found out?
You withdrew it?
Yes, I did.
There was $150,000. What did you do with that much money?
I paid off the company debt.
So that's why. How could you do that without telling me?
It's not worth the trouble to pay back every little bit. Besides, it wouldn't look good having $100,000 in debt, would it?
Then what happened to the other $50,000?
I don't have it anymore.
What did you spend it on?
I bought a high-end bag and a purse that I wanted. And some jewelry too.
Oh, come on. That money was ours, not yours.
Don't be so stingy. We paid off the debt. Why not celebrate it?
I can't believe you spent all that money without even discussing it. That's not right.
Oh, it's your fault.
What?
I've been stressed out over you meddling in the company. I feel better now that I've shopped.
Okay, I'm going to visit your mother and tell her what happened. We'll talk about it later.
There's nothing to talk about. It's already decided that you and I are getting a divorce.
We haven't finished the formalities yet.
That's because you're waiting too long. I need you to divorce me as soon as possible.
Why are you in such a hurry to get a divorce?
My boyfriend proposed to me.
Huh?
When I started talking about divorce, he only proposed. I was going to wait until a week after Mom was discharged from the hospital, you know?
What the heck is that?
But you know what? Yesterday, he told me he wants to register the marriage as soon as possible. So you and I need to get divorced right away.
Who is he? And how long have you been together?
Over 4 years.
That long? So you're saying you've been cheating on me ever since you married me?
He is my true love from the beginning. But I thought you were going to be the president, and you would have more money. I just chose you.
You are all about money, aren't you?
Of course. I want to live a comfortable and luxurious life. But you let me down.
Don't think it's all going to go your way. If you've been dating him all along, that means you've been pretending to be single, right? It will never work out with that boyfriend either.
I'm single now, so it won't be a problem. He got a promotion and is on his way up, so there's no reason for me to turn down his proposal.
You cheated on me and then spent our money. It's too late to apologize now.
I couldn't tell him I had a debt, and our money was my money too. The divorce was final. Don't make a fuss about it.
Is that what you really think?
Don't start talking about alimony. Do you know there's a statute of limitations on cheating? Me and him have been together for 4 years. It's your fault that you didn't notice.
I get your point, and I'm divorcing you. But I'll hand over the big contract to your mother. Let me stay until then.
Oh, Dad said he doesn't want Mom back because she is annoying.
What do you mean?
Dad said he's getting a divorce too, and he doesn't want you nor Mom at the company. He's going to take over the contract.
I'll terminate the contract with all the clients.
You sound like a loser. You don't have any authority over our company.
I doubt that.
I think you'd better back off. You're so hung up on the company and me.
Say whatever you want. I've packed my bags and I'm leaving. You'd better be prepared for what's to come.
Okay, bye. Bob, what the hell is this? You know something, don't you? Come on, pick it up.
I'm busy. Make it quick.
I keep getting call after call from clients wanting to terminate our contract. What have you done?
I can't stay at the company. I've been saying goodbye to my clients.
Why is this happening just because you're leaving?
Didn't you notice? After your father took over the company, you had that accident. His reputation was bad.
That's because of our incompetent staff.
We only have clients from when your mother was there, and I signed a new contract.
Me and my dad just have to be there. That's the privilege of the president and his daughter.
Because of how you guys are, I followed up your mistakes several times, and they kept the contract until today.
I don't know anything about that. All the workers are bringing their resignation letters. What is up with this?
I told the staff that I was quitting. If that's what's going on, it proves that they don't trust you guys.
We're paying minimum wage to people who can only do what they do. They should be grateful.
Grateful? Give me bread. You guys just look down on them.
I beg your pardon?
It's not just the wages that are causing the staff to quit. It's because of your attitude.
I didn't do anything wrong, and neither did my father.
Unless you and your father change, you can't rebuild the company.
Why should we change? The staff should be in line with the management, don't you think?
Then the company will just go out of business. It only managed to hold on because I was there.
I don't believe that.
Even if you don't want to believe it, the reality is the same. You're doing it wrong.
I don't care. Just do something about it. I don't want this to go on.
There's nothing I can do. After all, I've been fired.
But
I knew you guys weren't cut out for running a business.
shut up. It's just not right that the clients who have been with us since Mom was there started terminating contracts. Mom should just be in charge again.
But your father said he's getting a divorce too. That's why you're kicking us out of the company, right?
I won't let Dad get a divorce since things have turned out this way. I'll just have Mom come back.
Actually, I'm with your mother right now visiting clients.
What? Mom's out of the hospital?
The day you told me you were getting a divorce, I told you she'd be out of the hospital in a week.
Is that so?
You really only think about yourself, don't you?
But we haven't heard anything from Mom.
You guys didn't even visit her. You do whatever you want. She says she's fed up with you guys and she's divorcing your dad.
I understand where you're coming from. Let's calm down and talk about it.
I still have to visit clients, and I won't listen to what you have to say. It's too much trouble. I'll just send you some papers, so make sure you check them out.
What? What's more?
I agreed to the divorce, of course, but I was wrongfully dismissed. I'll have your father to take responsibility for that.
Huh?
I was suddenly fired because of your stupid ulterior motive. So of course, I demand it.
Don't tell Dad. If you do that, Dad will find out that I was having an affair.
You didn't tell your father about the affair?
I thought it would be better if I told him that we had met after we broke up and married right away.
You think that excuse is going to work?
If I say so, people will believe me.
What makes you think that is going to work?
Shut up! Dad will take over the big contract, and there's no reason for you to stay. Shut up and leave.
You don't even realize it, do you?
Huh?
The big contracts. You don't even know who you're dealing with, but it's my brother's company.
Oh, really?
I asked him to do it so my staff could get some experience, but he said he wouldn't sign the deal if it didn't involve me and your mother.
Oh, no.
I told you that I'm going to terminate the contract with all the clients. No one would sign the contract knowing that you two are the only ones left.
Well, I'm fine with that. I'll be a housewife when I marry him anyway.
By the way, I also had a detective agency to check out your boyfriend.
What? I won't forgive you if you do anything to him.
We've got his address and his workplace. I'll explain that you are a married woman.
I'm sure he's serious about me. Why do you want to make us the bad guys?
Of course it's your fault. Don't be a drama queen.
What's going to happen to me?
I'm going to charge you alimony.
Huh? What are you talking about? The statute of limitations has long passed. I think it's 3 years. But he and I have been together for 4 years.
3 years means since I found out.
I thought it meant since we started dating.
I knew you didn't understand. If it's after you started dating, the statute of limitations is 20 years. Of course you're going to have to pay alimony, and maybe your boyfriend will charge you something too.
I can't make that money even after I sold the bag and jewelry.
Oh yeah, and the money you used to buy those, I'll ask for half of it back.
I don't have that kind of money.
If we divorced you guys, I'll cut ties with the company and you guys, so you can do whatever you want. But you're going to have to borrow or do whatever you have to do to pay the fee.
Bob, let's not get a divorce.
Huh?
I won't cheat on you, and I won't need a luxurious life. We can surely start over.
This is what happens when you look down on people and be selfish. We will never get back together.
I don't want to be in debt anymore. We were wrong, so forgive us.
Susan kept pestering me to get back together. With the help of a good lawyer, the divorce was successfully finalized. At the same time, my mother-in-law divorced my father-in-law. My father-in-law tried to rebuild the company, recruiting employees and getting new contracts. However, because bad rumors were spreading in the industry, he was unable to hire any employees or obtain any contracts, and the company soon went bankrupt. Moreover, it was discovered that my father-in-law had an affair while my mother-in-law was in the hospital. He ended up being sued for alimony, just like my ex-wife. They lost their jobs, had no income and no savings, and were forced to borrow money to pay the fees. Now they live in a shabby apartment. They are working multiple jobs from morning till night. I, on the other hand, started working at a new cleaning company, where my ex